It's settled.
Hi, it's Yvette Nicole Brown.
Ken Jung.
Tristram Shapiro.
Chris McKenna.
Don Diego.
I'm Spencer Crittenden.
Our Dungeon Master.
Yes, and Annie's brother.
Now, the conception of this episode, I think, came from an article maybe referencing that Modern Family, like, you know, the most critically acclaimed, one of the highest rated shows on TV. Their hours were pretty much 11 to 5. And so one day we said, well, screw it. We're going to do it. We're going to break a story and spit a draft and be out of here by 5 o'clock.
And we
never changed a word after that.
Why didn't you tell the actors you were going to have 11 to 5 days, too? That would have been fun.
Well, I'll tell you this much. It didn't turn out to be an 11 to 5 day after that.
I didn't think so.
It went through a lot of changes after that. Right, Don?
Yeah, the weekend was nice, so I went to the beach and stuff. But the weeks after, yeah.
That was the talented Brie Larson returning as Abed's girlfriend.
That's right.
Rachel.
Cool. Double date.
But yeah, I mean, I think the basic the two stories were, one was always going to be a simple play-in story, and then the other one was going to be a roommate story between Abed and Annie, right?
The best thing that has ever happened on film.
Season.
Jim Rash is my spirit animal.
All just...
Oh, and that's Jonathan Banks' son right there, holding
Claudio.
the door.
Claudio.
Claudio.
Peanut Bar, and I'm here to say your checks will arrive on another day. Another day, another dime, another rhyme, another dollar, another stuffed shirt with another white collar. Criminals, woo!
I love Shirley's reaction here. She's scared.
She's terrified of what's happening to the dean.
I think she was just echoing the crew's reaction too.
Now,
This transition right here. This right here.
Jim Rash, everybody. Oscar winner, Jim Rash. I don't know. The poor dean. His little runaway. His little runaway.
A little wild. I love how the camera just lingers on, and you don't do that.
Gilligan totally breaks.
Gilligan broke. She broke, right?
Yeah. She laughed.
Thank you, Juilliard.
I know.
Don, you and Dan wrote that rap, right?
It was mostly Don, though, right? Mostly you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dan's not here. He's never going to listen to this because he's not on his commentary. Come on.
He does enough.
It was me and him. All right, fine. Yes, all me.
I will say you also put in a line that was from another rap that cost us like $10,000.
So nice to have the Edison kids under one roof again. Remember when we used to cut carrots for Mom?
I don't like this at all.
Here's Spencer.
Well, America disagrees with you.
That's great.
You were
Thanks,
so
America.
good. I came to visit set a day when I wasn't shooting, and I just checked in on him to see if he was okay, and he just was doing so great.
Quickest door fix ever. Right.
A year ago, you were working at Apple, right?
Yeah.
And here you are.
Now
Did it
I'm
scare
opening
you?
doors.
Did it scare you at all? Like, was it intimidating being on set, or were you just like...
Beyond belief. I mean,
Really?
I don't even think, I'm sure I was doing good, but watching it now, I look like, oh man, this guy can't act.
No, you did
no,
great.
no,
And you
you
were
did.
calm the entire time. Like, nobody could tell
But
if you were
these
freaking
guys
out.
hate
that
watching
you-
themselves too. You hate watching yourselves too.
Oh, God,
You look at all the little
Yeah.
all the things that you could have done. You were great, I have to say. Spencer, you were really good.
Really were.
You guys, you were really great too, mate.
honey.
Especially Tristram and Yvette. You came and actually encouraged me.
I did, honey. I wanted you to do well. I wanted
Yeah,
you
I
to have
did.
fun.
I guess I
No,
did.
you did a great job, and it's not easy to come on a set, even for people that are guest star actors that work all the
Absolutely.
time, to come on a set that's already moving and to hit your mark and stuff. And so you really impressed me. I was so proud of you. You did a great job.
Thanks.
Hilarious.
I love these two together.
This is just perfection right here.
The two of them being roommates and now obviously having to fill the void without Troy. It's just great. It's just
I kept smiling too weird. I had to smile less weird.
Can I ask you something? What the hell do you have?
I loved this episode because I just love being in a room with all these guys. As people just joined, it just became like a little bottle that was just ridiculous.
I've got more.
Can't wait.
Yet another great set designed by
Yes.
Denise Pizzini, our
Denise
wonderful
is a
production
beast.
designer.
And they can do it overnight, and sometimes they have
It's
to.
incredible,
Usually they
yeah.
have to do it overnight.
Realize nothing good has ever been found in a vent, right? It's a vent.
it's actually a closet.
It's a closet with a vent. The fact that Hickey always has
I
rope,
love that.
knives, whatever they need, Hickey has it like in a pocket or his little bag.
Have we been hit with a lawsuit from the movie Sneakers yet for the score? It definitely feels a little less inspired by and more. Oh wait, no. But it really that's I think that was the Dan said. You know, like the score in Sneakers, and it absolutely I think really helps really bring this story together.
And have a slow, pleasant.
I just love how quickly this turns from, oh my God, we shouldn't do this for Shirley, to, oh, this is how we're going to do it if we're going to do it. She's like a criminal mastermind just waiting to be revealed.
And we might not have to get the dean involved here.
It's weird. I've seen people say like, "Oh, this will save the Greendale committee." They sort of dropped that. I feel like didn't we do a lot of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, they saved it every week. They were fixing
doing
something.
things like this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Now, did you see anything on
Screw
our
you.
list about a pile of books that are worth more than the school they're heading in?
One thing's for sure. If we hand these over, they'll really go missing.
You think that money's going to be used?
Don, this is your first time on a single camera set?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's why you kept saying add more cameras.
You kept saying pause
shitty.
for a laugh track.
Who was the coolest to you?
Oh, the coolest was...
No, cruelest.
Oh, cruelest. Oh, that would be Vince. You'll see him later.
Banks took a shining to you, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I was the Banks Whisperer. He
Banks
yeah.
It's 8:30.
Oh, my wife.
I want to point out that they told me that she looks lovingly at the book because there's a little black baby on the cover. Which, there's a lot of racial undertones on this show. Like Shirley would be so excited that, oh, it's a little black baby. Let's do it.
That's so great, that, right? Thank you.
Yeah, they
Thank
said
you,
look and see the little black baby.
No, absolutely. There's a lot of racial undertones in this show. Yeah.
Chris, you know I'm joking, man. Come on.
No, I thought it was a compliment.
It was
So I just massaged her little face and thought of her melanin.
Oh no, we're in barbarian times.
It's weird when there's food in a scene, there's like people that come and like cover it up and mess with it so it stays pristine. It's a really weird process.
Which is weird. In this scene, I noticed no one eats.
I actually ate it. I don't know if they used any of it. There's also a lot of carrots being passed around that I think just got cut out completely. I did a lot of carrot work. There's those carrots. You see, they were in my hand at some point.
Another main story point of this is these VCR games that I think Harmon and Schraub were sort of obsessed with, and would get together and play these old sort of really terrible games like Nightmare.
Oh, they're the worst.
Nightmare, is it?
I don't remember.
Or Fear? No,
Nightmare, Atmosphere.
How does it work? Where you
with
like
fear?
you pause it at certain points and do things? Is that like just like the show?
Yeah,
like
they
today?
worked in way different ways. Sometimes it was just like Monopoly, but instead of like drawing a card, it was like you watched something on film and did what it told you to. But other times they were weird. They were like quiz shows. We actually dug through a couple of them. Rob Schraub had some. We got a couple from his house that they used for research.
But I always love that everyone's always like, there's this weird, thing where, technology, this is going to be and now it's going to change everything. It's going to change how we interact. It's going to change how we play games.
But didn't it seem kind of magical back then, though? Like when you could put a video in and play a game at the same time, it just felt so magic.
But I would tell you that there was always like the false advertising of it.
That's true.
We worked so hard. We actually had to bring in a special artist who did comic books to do this incredible drawing. It looks so cool. Like you look at that and you're like, oh, of course, as a kid, you want to play this game.
So good, in fact, that we made it the crew gift.
Right.
Redrew it.
Yeah. No, and then you stick it in, and as you'll see, then it's usually a guy with a camera pointed at him. I don't know, in some gross lot, and it's really kind of painful and confusing to play. Like Nightmare, I think we tried to play, right?
100%. And all it is just some dude in a cloak being like, "Welcome. Roll 3," and then you're like, there's no rhyme or reason.
You in German.
Yeah, they really make fun of you. Like they make you feel bad for buying the game.
There was something funny Gillian says there where she says it smells like weed, not my weed.
Yeah.
Wasn't it my weed, Chris, in the script, and they had to add the not because they didn't want it to be that Britta was smoking weed.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this smells like weed, my weed.
Yeah.
And it had to be,
Yeah, when I saw the episode, I'm like, she looped that because in the day she was like, it smells like my weed. So
I don't know if it was looped. I think
No, we did it.
we had
Two takes?
to get a safety take.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Singing into a bong.
Chance.
Yeah.
Nice haircut, baby.
Yeah.
It's freshly shorn.
Adorable.
Look, you just were born. It's a little baby.
I'm just gonna back out of the room now.
Can't leave.
My wife laughed because I did one take where I was just crying like my daughter, crying and running.
I've got a rope.
Of course he does.
Of course he's got it.
Of course he's got rope.
10 gold certificates.
Oh, that became a thing, right? In the finale, there's a
he
call
was
back
like,
to the
I'm
rope.
just embarrassed. Or
Yeah.
what do you say? I'm offended that you.
Yeah, sound
asked that
offended about a
question.
rope. Yeah.
Oh, there's my set tormentor.
Oh, there's Vince.
Vince, you've been really quiet during this commentary. You want to talk about your experience shooting this?
No, all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
Fine,
weird.
Dickhead. All right.
That's how respectful this guy is. The sweetest guy in the world.
He was lovely, wasn't he?
No,
He's a
he
really
was
nice
so
guy.
nice.
Has created one of the most disturbing TV shows of all time, Breaking Bad. This is Vince Gilligan, and we had this character for this video game, and actually after the table read, I think it was Max Aronson, one of the Sony executives, pitched Vince Gilligan, and
Wow.
because Sony produced
Yeah,
Breaking
Breaking
Bad,
Bad.
and it was immediately, let's get him, and he was such a sport, and he agreed to do it.
Had he ever acted before like Mitch had? Or was this.
This was his
You know?
first time ever.
I thought he was
acting,
so
and he was
good.
really nervous. But Jonathan was amazing because he came down and just helped him out and ran through his lines with him. And yeah, he really did.
Oh,
He really.
I wish I could have been
he
there to
looked
get a
after
picture of
him.
that. Yeah, I talked about this at Paley, but Dan and I kind of accosted him in the wardrobe department and took pictures. He was like half naked. We're like, we love you. Had him sign my Breaking Bad DVD. He's a nice man.
Nailed. I mean, absolutely. That sweet Southern drawl was just
Yeah.
fantastic.
Okay, I'll allow it. No, it's okay.
This is one of my favorite scenes of the show, and especially how Allison and Danny do later.
No, I'm sorry.
So rapid fire and just ridiculously funny.
Oh, sounds like Anthony wants to forfeit.
He doesn't.
It's so great.
How was the story different originally for this story between the two of them?
It was it was less centered on the game, and remember, it started with a C story of Britta trying
Wanting
to sleep with Anthony.
I'm really disappointed that we went in a different direction.
Why was she trying to sleep with Anthony?
Because
She was told not to, right?
Right, by Annie, my
And
brother.
so she did it on purpose.
My sexy brother is coming into town.
Sexy Viking
That was
brother.
before they came up with the idea.
No. You were
Absolutely. No, that season 6, everybody. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Bring back Spencer.
I'm the new Troy.
I'm on parole.
I love how quickly everybody just breaks bad. It's ridiculous. Hey, Gary Oldman callback?
Yeah. I think they wanted to do it with all the question words.
I love that turn that Ken does.
Oh yeah, my wife loved that because she's never seen that softer side. That soft turn. It was like.
The villain again.
Yes.
Yeah.
She earned
Boy.
it this time, though. She really was a villain in this one.
I can't let you leave until we're done with this deal.
Shirley, this is not what God wants you to be doing today.
We had our chance to think about that. He dropped this on us like a ton of bricks. Right, Icky?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm just amazed that everybody was on board. Like, as it got worse and worse, everybody's like, okay, we'll tie people up. Well,
Right.
Bill sure ain't the forgiving type. You, green player!
Yes, partner.
Let's go. This is my favorite part. Let's
God,
do
this
it.
is insane.
You want to draw a
I choose
cactus
Anthony.
card?
Anthony, draw a card.
What was the shoot of this like? Was it just bananas?
The bananas part was really just learning the game and
Yeah.
getting the rhythm right
Yeah.
and making sure. But Danny and Allison were terrific at doing that.
And they were having a blast.
They were really having a blast. Yeah.
They kept having to reset all the
Eventually.
tokens and stuff and move the cards back to their places.
Yes.
Yeah.
Poor Natalie had a.
Yeah, you can't even tell any if it's wrong or anything here, so it's all.
That's because they did their job so brilliantly.
Yeah. Even though the bit is that this game is unplayable, I've had so many people
Wow.
wanting to know how it
wanting
worked. And it's
to
like, no, that's the joke.
buy the freaking game.
Yeah.
Danny.
If one of you rolled your bullet number, you're the winner. Fast forward to the
You
race.
still can't win the game. And then I love these built-in pauses.
You need them
Right,
back then
right.
because of the way remote controls work.
Now,
back
Chris,
then.
explain the hat switch.
It's the
got a new
it's the
job.
West. It's
Yeah,
like every great Western. It's usually about the West is ending.
I just like
Modern times is
He's
coming.
a conductor now.
Gotcha.
everything in the game comes down to rolling just this number. Like everything before that is completely irrelevant, and then it comes down to a die roll, and then everyone loses. It's just the most point. It's amazing.
To live here.
Yeah. But the thing is, you start realizing a lot of board games are like that.
Yeah.
That there's no skill at all. It's just like I remember as a kid loving Sorry, and then you get to a certain point, you're like, oh wait, no, it's just about roll dice. There's no decision making.
Yeah.
Huh? You just
No, I
sorry
for me.
I love the way you nail this line, Spencer. It's really good.
Thanks.
I don't really know how girlfriends work, but I don't think you have one anymore.
Oh, I bet.
Okay, cool.
There's been question as to how Shirley got the jump on Buzz Hickey. Like, I still trying to figure out how she's really evil to be able to get him.
Well, we'll figure it out by the commentary.
Divvy it up. Even Steven.
Yeah,
It's so good.
it's so good.
Stop her from robbing you guys blind. What are you gonna do?
Did you guys have fun shooting this
We
scene?
did. I'm sorry. I love this scene.
We had a lot.
Maybe we can watch it.
Yeah,
It was
silently.
great. I know. I didn't mean to
But
just
you were
watch
really-
it.
You were tied up in some parts, right? Like you were actually not able to move around very well, right?
Yeah, we were tight.
Was it really tight?
Well, I don't
It
think
wasn't
it
that
was
tight.
that
It was-
tightly
But I mean,
tied.
there are actually ropes. It wasn't
Oh,
like
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was ropes. I love sitting down in a scene. It's great. I like I quite enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I sat a lot too. It was great.
I love it.
Yeah, this was a fun scene to shoot again because everybody was all in there together, and it
Yeah.
was kind of like a play. I felt
was
like
a-
after a while.
I think it was like a
You
Thursday
guys
and a
probably got
Friday
on each
night.
other's nerves after a little while, right?
No, we actually
No,
didn't.
actually, no.
Probably had a little run-in with one of the actors at some point.
No,
No.
I don't.
Okay.
That's earlier seasons.
Trying to.
It's been a great season. Great season. Yeah, no, it was really good. And it was this felt quick. We shot all this
I
stuff
feel
really
like we
quick,
got
too.
out
Didn't
quick
we get
on a
out quick
Friday,
on these?
yeah,
Yeah, we
like-
did.
You're packing?
The backpack's so weird. That's all I could think
Tell us
about.
why. Why is it weird?
If you saw it, it would look like no backpack in real life. It's like a 40s knapsack sort of thing.
Really hurt by mom turning her back on me when
I could buy that about Anthony.
Yeah, I'm rustic.
I love that we get to see some of Annie's family. This is the first time we've seen her family in 5 seasons. Anyone from her family. Because she's the only one, even when we did the family visit, I don't think she had anybody come back then. Yeah.
You're right. I just know he's
She and Gilligan, I don't think.
vacuum. And screw you. What did I have to do with mom? I was 13.
That's right. That's right.
But it's an interesting bit of world building for Annie. It's like she had these problems. I mean, you always
Yeah.
kind of allude
absolutely.
them, but it's so much, more concrete there.
And this was so sweet. This was.
Yeah.
That was
so,
Dominic returning as Pavel.
this
I
seems-
love this.
Me too.
I'm a romantic comedy nerd, and this is so all of them. So sweet.
I think deep down inside I am too.
You are too,
I don't like to
Bubby?
admit it, but yeah, I
great.
love this. Yeah.
Hey,
I want to tell you something.
Ovid, this is adorable.
Just because
but-
it's adorable doesn't mean it's not important.
Shooting this though was not easy, right?
I bet.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Well, Danny didn't like the water, strangely.
Oh yeah.
He's really kind of a prima donna.
Dude.
What a diva poods. Was it warm at least? The water?
They made it as cold as possible.
We did chill it a little bit. Yeah.
So, Brie Larson. She's
I know.
great.
Larson.
I mean,
To see more of her, but obviously she's turning into a big
Movie
Big
star.
movie star. She's so believable.
She really is.
Yeah.
I know people, asked if we were gonna, if they're gonna see her, in the finale or something, and we would have loved, to work her into more episodes. It just became a scheduling.
And she's the only character from 4th season that made it back to 5th, right? Of our
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think she's
Okay.
one, character that was established. in the
beloved and brought. Okay, Paul Williams, you guys. This is my childhood. Maybe Chris's childhood. Definitely Dan's childhood.
Absolutely.
One of the greatest writers, great actor.
Name some of his songs.
Rainbow Connection.
Don't sing them though, because
we
you're not
can't
allowed to.
sing them. I'd love to, but Rainbow Connection for one is just brilliant. But if you just Google him, you'll see he wrote just about every song you loved as a kid. I promise.
And and then even recently doing stuff with
Daft Punk. Yeah, he
which
was
is
on Daft
pretty
Punk's most recent
cool.
album.
Really?
Yeah, and he's super nice. Like it's one thing to meet your heroes and they're not nice, but he's just a lovely man. I love that scene.
There's an incredible documentary about him. I think called Still Alive.
Still Alive. I'm
and
not
it's
dead.
fantastic
Yeah.
if you haven't
You
watched
guys
it.
got to see it.
Because he's still alive.
Yeah, and still working all the time.
Losing Donald, losing Troy, obviously had a huge effect on the season. And we really didn't want to have to spend a lot of time after his departure dealing with it. But it's, there's definitely it had an effect, and it had an emotional effect on those two, as it would, and we just had to sort of embrace it, for a lot of these stories.
And it wouldn't ring true if you guys didn't deal with it, because he affected everybody so much, you know what I mean? Not just fans of the show, but just the actual show itself. He was a big part of it.
Well, I think that's why when it went away from Brenda trying to sleep with Annie's brother, and to the relationship between Abed and Annie, and them dealing with this emptiness in their lives, I think it was a smart change.
Oh, God.
Jim Rash.
Ah, damn it, I lost it.
Jim!
Okay. I will get back to you. Thanks.
Who was that, sweetie?
How was this to shoot, Tristram?
This was a breeze.
This whole idea of this tag is so just sad to me and heartbreaking.
Right now, you call these people and you tell them you want this part.
Oh, no.
VCR Games is where everything is headed. Can't you see that?
And Vince looks so cute.
Really is adorable.
Yeah.
I think he had a pretty fun time with all of this.
We've got to move.
We do?
Oh,
We do.
Yeah, and like the calendar behind him has a computer on it.
You call Apple computers work? What kind of company offers stock options?
Oh, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
That ship is sinking. Sweetie, remember we were talking about trying cocaine?
Goes to cocaine in 30
So
seconds.
many bad decisions. So many bad decisions.
It'll work
I
out
want
well.
her as a life coach.
Sure.
I've never been more sure about anything in my entire life. Pile of bullets.
Pile of bullets.